Hello there everyone and welcome to a Charming Foliage layering guide video. So first up, I'm going to be cutting the bases for all three of the flowers. You can see that these are the ones that have the open piece in the center. And I'm going to be cutting all of these from some Cosmic Berry cardstock. So I'm just going to add them into place into my sandwich and then run those through my die cutting machine. Once that's done, I'm going to take the second layer for all three of the flowers. This time I am going to be cutting them out of some of the purple wine cardstock. I am using the metal shim just to make sure that I get all of those little details cut perfectly the first time. And then going to move on to the third layer of all of the flowers. This time I'm going to be cutting those out of the puffy heart cardstock. With all of these cardstocks, I do have some double-sided adhesive on the back just to make sure it's going to be easier to pop these together. I'm then going to take the fourth layers for the two largest flowers, and these are going to be cut out of the rose quartz cardstock. So once all of my little flowers have been cut, I'm then going to move on to the two layering leaves. So these ones do have the guide on the back of which ones need to be cut from which color. So I am going to use some just green and also some hunter green cardstock to cut out those two layers for those two leaves that we have. So once that's done, I'm then going to take all of the pieces out and I have all of my pieces ready to go. So I'm going to start with the largest flower that we have. I have the base and the second piece. I've removed the backing off there and I've just lined that up on the base, just around the outline. Same for the third layer of this one as well. This fourth layer has a number of different pieces. I would recommend that you do check out the layering guide that's on the back of the packaging to see exactly where these go, but they do fit perfectly in place around most of the edges. This little piece here is just going to kind of add that little piece at the top of the highlight, and this one is just going to go over here. Now it doesn't matter exactly where that one goes to give that great look there. And then going to move on to the smaller flowers that we have. So I'm just going to paste the second layer into place on the base layer. That lines up along the top and the bottom. I'm then going to take the third layer pieces for this. I'm going to add in the largest piece first. I always find that that's the easiest to pop in there, and then I can add in the smaller pieces. When I add the little smaller pieces, I always tend to go from the largest smallest piece to the smallest piece, and I find that that's the easiest way to go about that because you can see where things need to go then. And then going to move on to the third flower that we have. I've just popped in the second layer, just lining up that base of the flower. I'm then going to do exactly the same with the base here for this third layer piece that we have. We also have a singular little piece that's just going to line up along this edge that you can see on the right hand side. I can then add the little highlights in. These are a little bit fiddly, so I would recommend that you do use some tweezers if you do find that that helps for you. Again, check out the layering guide on the back of the packaging, and that's really going to help you get all of these little pieces perfectly in place. I'm then going to move on to the smaller of the leaf clusters, and I'm just going to line that up around the edges of the leaves there. And I'm going to do exactly the same for this largest one here too. So that is all of the layering complete. We really do hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.